Morning, gang. It's Tuesday, the 17th of December, 2019. Welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom tour, coming to you from Bracknell here in Royal Berkshire on a rather wet morning. It looks like out there. A bit of rain coming down, which is a bit worrying, really, because I've got to cycle to the train station a little bit later on. You only get an hour today, maximum of 1 hour, because I must get my bits and pieces ready to go out for an afternoon tea this afternoon, which may not go as well as I thought it was going to go. Oh dear. Oh, always when I arrange something goes wrong. But I'll come to that in a moment. Before I start, good morning to George Bond. Blimey, you're quick in there with the text message this morning. Good morning, George. And I forgot to turn on my text thing yesterday, which is it's one thing that I seem to always keep forgetting to do. Turn on this blooming texting phone. So good morning to George Bonds, and Maureen sent one yesterday. Wanted to know how the ankle was. Well, it seems to be getting better very slowly, but it's got to the point where it doesn't seem to be getting any better. So, because of that, tomorrow I've also made a little bit of a boo-boo, to be honest. I've run out of one of my tablets this morning, which isn't good really. I've got them for today, and then I've run out. Not the main ones. It's like another one that I could probably go a couple of days and not worry about. These ones I have to have every day, but I've got these other ones, I'm supposed to have every morning, and I've literally run out this morning. So I've just sent my doctor in London, my specialist doctor, a little note, and hopefully he'll say, just come in tomorrow and pick them up, which means there won't be a show tomorrow morning. I want to go to my GP tomorrow morning. Well, I'm not going to see the GP. I'm seeing the paramedic. Down at the doctor's surgery here in Bracknell, they have paramedics. And if it's looked like not urgent, you can go and see a paramedic, who I suppose are trained almost as well as doctors, for him to have a little look at my foot and maybe move it round a bit left and right and see if it does need an x-ray or something like that. But it just seems to have got to the point where it's a lot better than it was, but it's not really getting any better again. My guess is it just needs a little bit more time. And that's how it is. But I've got an appointment tomorrow morning. That's at 9:10. And then from there, I'll get in the car and go into London to my hospital there and do things a little bit like that tomorrow. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then from there, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that, to be honest. I think from there, what I might do is... No, I won't do that. There's a car park that I use to park when I go to my hospital in Hampstead, right? And I'm usually only there, literally, sometimes I'm in there like 2 minutes. He has a quick look at his screen. Yeah, everything's fine. Okay, see you in 6 months, a bit like that. Although at the moment, because they changed my pills, I've got to go sort of a couple of months. Do you know what I mean? To see that everything's working all right. Which is fine. And that's £3.70. Right, well, that's okay, But if you want to park there for 8 hours, it's like 35 quid. Well, you might as well get the train in. In fact, now that I think about it, if I want to do that tomorrow, it would be better to take the train in, because I can get the train to there and then train into London. If I want to do that little look around the Christmas shops type thing that I do every year, I might as well do that, actually. Come to think of it. Yeah, Georgia says, after Christmas, I'm only at college Mondays, Thursdays and Fridays. Oh, so we won't see you on the live stream. Well, you will be missed, George. Lots of people are missed. Don't think I don't notice when people aren't there, because your light doesn't... Everyone's got their own light in front of me. Little red light that blinks like that. All right, so that's the reason there won't be a show tomorrow morning. Maybe tomorrow night, but certainly not tomorrow morning, because I've got to go to doctors, then I've got to go to the hospital and get these pills. Oh, I don't know how that happened. I'm really quite knowing where things are. And I thought I had another box of them in the car, because I keep some spares in the car sometimes. You never know, you might have an accident. And you can say to the hospital, I need those pills at this time every morning. So there's a bit like that. But so this morning, after the show, looking at the weather, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to cycle up to the train station. And I was checking online yesterday, right? And it seems to be a lot cheaper. If I was to buy a ticket from my mainline station to cover the whole journey, it's about 25 quid, which I think is a hell of a lot of money to do a journey in and out of London. Yeah, seriously, it's about 25 quid. But if I just do the journey into Richmond, it worked out a lot cheaper. I can't remember how much, something like £12 or £15, something like that, which worked out a lot cheaper. Now, there were people telling me at that little Christmas dinner we had the other day that if you use your debit card, the tap on the thing, or Apple Pay, which I've now got set, I've got a question for you in a minute. I've got Apple Pay set up on this thing now. So they said, right, when you go to the tube station, don't buy a ticket. It's the most expensive way of doing it. Simply tap your phone, if Apple Pay's set up, or credit card, onto this thing, which will go beep, and then that's it. And that works out cheaper because everything's capped, right? So, where I'll have with me today a little bit of cash, and I'll have with me my credit card. I don't really use the debit card, I use credit card. And also this as well. Here's my question to you. Right, so say I've got my ticket from the mainline station, so there I get out at Richmond. Okay, now I've got to go from train to underground. Right, so I haven't got a ticket for that bit. This is how I think I can save about £5. Presumably, I can now tap this on the thing. Does it need to be on? Do you see what I mean? I mean, can it be on that as well as that, or do I have to unlock it? I mean, how does that work? Do I have to do something to it? You know, so when I go like that, does it actually have to be actually on, or can I just do it like that? You know, do I need to turn it on like that? Do I need to put in my code so it's unlocked? I don't know. What I don't want to happen is to be trying to do this, and then this, you know what it'd be like? A queue of people would be behind me, tutting and humming and hawing. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. I don't want any of that. So I want to know what to do before I get to the blooming thing. This is all new to me, dear. I'm a cash person, you know that. Cash, dear. Cash is king. And that's it. So someone to know the idea of that, okay? So please let me know, all right? So that's my little trip to London, which I'm looking forward to. It may be that I end up there on my own. Because my friend Chris, unfortunately, his legs collapsed underneath him last night at about 6:30 in the morning. I haven't spoken to him this morning, so he's ended up in hospital. Unfortunately, he suffers from MS, and now and again he'd be walking along and literally the legs just go from underneath him, and that's what happened last night. So it may be that he won't be able to there's a good chance that he won't be able to turn up. Unfortunately, we've gone so far down the line now that if I cancel, it's going to cost me. It'll cost me anyway, so I might as well blooming go. God's sake. Whenever it's not his fault. Whenever I arrange something with someone, something like this happens. Seriously, it really does. And I can see myself now sitting in the well, mind you, I'll have all this fuss going on around me. I might even book a room and stay there. £900. Sod it. Have you got any rooms as well, please? Yeah, £980, please. Oh, I'll have that one. Haven't you got anything a little bit better? I bet that's one of the internal ones with no windows or anything like that. So I can see myself sitting there in the hotel this afternoon on my own for 2 hours. But it doesn't matter. I'll have as many sandwiches and cups of tea as I can. All right? Right. So, and then after that, I don't know really, that'll be finished, I should imagine about, I'm in there at 2, so I imagine I'll be finished by about 3:30, just nice and relaxing. You get fussed over and it's nice. I mean, it's a shame that there probably won't be anyone with me now, but there we are, as how it goes. But it's pointless, you know, if I've got to cancel it, what's the point in losing the money? You know, I might as well go and have some food and enjoy it there. I'll get some photographs for you as well or something, all right? Let's say hello to some of you this morning. Good morning to Jason Hughes, SOS Gold. Good morning. Hello, Matthew Van. Matthew, it's your birthday today, so we'll be singing to you later. Mike Rees-Ponto. Hello, John Aitken. Mandy Davenport's there. Amelia Dodd. Hello, Mix Mowers. Jerry Millen. Everyone's there this morning. Look at that. Tony King. Good morning to you. Hello to Fran. Good morning, Fran. Fran is over the moon because she won the fridge magnet yesterday, didn't you, my love? She won the fridge magnet yesterday, and that's in an envelope. It's stamped, it's addressed, it's got a little bit of tape over it, and it's waiting to be posted off this morning on my way to the straight train station. All right, Fran, so that'll be off to you tomorrow, this morning. Hopefully you'll have it by tomorrow, if not Thursday at the latest. I say Thursday, it's like it's Tuesday again. 17th, it's 1 week now before Christmas Eve. I don't know. Michael Perlman, good morning, Michael. Adrian Richardson, good morning to you. We won't want you acting all weird without your tablets. No, I won't act weird, Jason. I'll just die. or something will fall off. Wouldn't that be awful? You're walking along and suddenly an arm drops off or something like that. As you can see, I've got a Christmas jumper on today. You can't see it properly, can you? There you go. Look, there we are. Santa is here. Santa is here. It's a lot easier just putting it because I've got nothing on. I'm naked under it. Look, a little bit of flesh for you this morning. Here you are. Do you want me a little bit lower cut for you, Jason? Is that nice? Do you like it a bit lower cut? Hello to Joanna. Good morning, Joanna. Diane Jeb in the house. Mick's Mower's got the tablets, the big blue ones. Well, if you need those, Mick, it's just an age thing, Mick. I know what the big blue ones are, dear. Don't worry about that, my love. Jason, usually at car park at night with intermittent interior light fault. What are you talking about now? Thank you, Shania. Morning. Shania's a secret viewer today. She'll be at work then, quietly plugged into her earphones. So we mustn't make Shania laugh. Don't make Shania laugh because it'd be obvious then that she's doing something at work that I don't know what Shania does actually. What do you do, Shania? Are you like a typist accountant type that you don't see a typewriter anymore? When's the last time you saw a typewriter? My mum used to do all that. She was secretary at Digby Stewart College in Roehampton. Tick, 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 tick. And then we moved on to the electric ones, electric typewriters. You just had to touch typing it was called, wasn't it? When's the last time you saw a typewriter in someone's office, eh? Never, eh? John's on antibiotics for a chest infection. My ribs are sore from coughing. Oh, I feel for you, John. Oh, I do feel for you. There's a lot of flu going around at the moment. If you didn't have your flu injection, watch out. There are ways of avoiding the flu, boys and girls. In fact, I've got a little story for you later on about that, okay? Okay. Double tap the button. What, like that? Like that? Just twice like that. Ooh! Pay with passcode. Oh, look at that. My American Express thing's come up. Platinum, yeah. Of course it's platinum, dear. Of course it is. You didn't expect a bronze one, did you? For God's sake, man. Oh, well, that worked, didn't it? Let me try that again. Right, hang on. Yeah! And then it says pay with touch ID. So, well, I've touched that. Hold near reader. Aha! Okay. Thank you very much. Now I know what to do. Oh, I've got to thank for that. Mix Mowers and George Bond. He also says, touch it. Thank you very much, sir. Good morning to Maureen. There we are, Maureen. She didn't get a text read out yesterday, did you, darling? All right. Double tap the button. Excellent. Good morning to Roy Brownlow. I'm sorry, Roy Brownlow. You broke a rule this morning. You broke a rule. I'll come to that in a moment. I'll come to that. Look what the cat's dragged in. Yes, he hasn't been around for a while as the old, what's his name again? I can't even remember his name. He hasn't been here for so long. Roy Brownlow, that's it. Morning, Roy Brownlow. Hello to Alan Wainwright. Morning to you. Michael Lawrence in the house. There's Gareth, who's in South Wales. A bit frosty down there this morning. Morning, Gareth. Snow is on the way, actually, to other parts of the UK. Not here, I don't think. Is Garry still timed out? My nephew is not timed out anymore. It's only 5 minutes. That is like a warning. You know, if you get... who shall I time? Oh, there's my nephew. We haven't said about tickets yet, Garry. Please don't let me time you out 2 days in a row. There's my nephew, Gary Butler. Morning to Lee Toby. I'm glad you like the jumper. It's a lot easier just putting a jumper on than a shirt and a jacket. I'll tell you that now. Would you like to see a little bit of flesh again, girls? There you are. Is that doing it for you, Fran? Oh, what's happened to my neck? I'm doing a very good impression of a turkey today, aren't I? Morning to Peter Lake. Good morning to Peter Lake. Now, there's people asking for tickets here. I don't know why. We're not doing them yet. We're not actually doing them yet. Why are people asking for tickets? Next one to ask for tickets gets timed out for 5 minutes. Come on, I dare you. Who's going to ask for a ticket and I'll time you out for 5 minutes? Now, Yes, Roy Brownlow has broken a rule, boys and girls. Where in Berkshire am I? Royal Berkshire, Bracknell. Bracknell, which is like the posh part of Berkshire, Roy. Roy sent in asking for a raffle ticket for Monday at 9:07 a.m. Roy, I'm afraid you're too late, darling. You can only ask for a raffle ticket up to 1 hour before a show starts. Up to an hour. Okay? This morning's show started about 9:20. You could only claim until 8:20. How are we to know what time he's going to say now, isn't it? Well, don't leave it till the last minute. That's all I'll say. Don't leave it to the last minute, because by that time, I'm too busy doing stuff. There were people sort of, I don't know what it was, they were asking like a minute to before the show. And you must understand that I'm doing stuff at that point. I haven't got time to go into there and start doing raffle tickets. So you're too late. Let me just delete that email. Thank you. Gone. Thank you very much. Oh, and Jason Hughes has sent someone here. Oh dear, we had trolls in the chat last night, did we? The karaoke was good last night. There were a couple of trolls in the chat. They didn't cause a big issue, but on a different occasion it could be ruined, as there aren't any moderators on your karaoke channel. He's willing to be a moderator. Jason, now and again I do try and pop into the karaoke chat if I'm not too busy. It wasn't over busy last night. It was certainly a bit of a quieter start last night, but it got busy later on, and I just don't have time to come on there and do that. You know, do that thing. I have to say, sometimes I notice people rowing on there. There is a difference between people having differences of opinion and trolls. Two different things altogether. You just can't just time someone out because you don't agree with what they're saying. Do you know what I mean? So I can't always do that there. But yes, I don't know if I can look back on the chat. I can retrospectively block someone if I think they're being really vile and horrible. But sometimes you also have to remember, sometimes kids, you know, I don't know how old you are, Jason, 40s, something like that. And then if there's a kid on there like 14 years old and they think they're having a little bit of a laugh, then I'll give a bit more leeway to a child, because they just haven't quite got their brains in action yet, are they the same as us? So that's why that is. Michael, just a moment. Let's have just to scroll down there. Oh, my sister. Just a minute. Someone sent a super chat from Miss Diane Jebb, has now sent a £5 super chat. Thank you, Diane. Do you require any pens, my dear? Do you require any... Oh, Paul and Lou's pens have gone up as well. They went off this morning. Okay, they went off last night. Oh, God. It's all collapsing in here. Just a moment. There we are. Collapsing in there at the moment. Do you require any pens, Diane? Or is that just a little tip? It's up to you. I've only got 3 here now. Super chat pens. Purple, pink and white. I have got some more up at the caravan, but only about 5. We've nearly run out of super chat pens. I can't believe that. Is that perhaps they're too cheap? I need to increase the price. These are now £500 each. No, they're £2 each, the super chat pens, if you want one. But if you want one, you know what to do, Diane. Just email me in your postal address. There's my email address. You're a lovely lady. All right, Diane. And I'll get 1 or 2 of those off to you, whatever you want. You can have up to 2 for a £5, darling. Absolutely, my love. So thank you very much for that, Diane. Much appreciated, darling. Or if you don't want one, that's fine as well. Entirely up to you, my love. Garry still hasn't got his pen. No, that's because it's still in the car, Garry. If I don't like to go on and on about the same thing all the time, but if you remember, you reversed into my car the other day, didn't you? You reversed, bang, bang. His wife weren't bothered about my car, Stacey. I thought she was a nice person. Oh, you ain't damaged my van? What about my blooming car? It's not my fault. The car didn't suddenly take off on its own and reverse into your van, did it? No, not paying attention. Mind you, I'll never forget the time my nephew Garry, he turned up at my house. He hadn't passed his test very long, I don't think. Now, was he with the family or not? I can't remember if he was married or not, but he turned up in his little car at the petrol station. He's gone into reverse, and I had to say, stop! Just about to go into a blooming petrol pump. Please use your rear view mirrors. Morning to Sharon. There's my sister. Now, you're asking for a ticket, Sharon. I have said Anyone who asks for a ticket before I say tickets now will be timed out. I don't think people listen to any of the show half the time. All they hear is the word ticket, and then they start asking for tickets. I do hope that I'm not on in the background in anyone's houses, or I will be offended. I will be very offended. What are you doing for Christmas, Peter? I shall be at my caravan. Thank you very much. Now, talking of which, we've had an awful lot of requests for a Christmas morning show, so there will be one. We will be here Christmas morning. Ding dong merrily on high. God knows what we're going to talk about at Christmas morning. I would have thought most of you will be in the kitchen or something like that doing something. And again, there's the temptation to have this show on in the background. But if I find that, I will have to put you in a timeout as punishment. There must be pain and suffering. If rules are broken, there must be pain. And look at Fran. She always pays full attention there. Full attention, so please. Roy says, my mate's from Mill Hill. Says that Bracknell's a... Mill Hill? That's nowhere near Bracknell. I mean, how thick can you be? Mill Hill is in London, dear. That's in North London. It's nowhere near Bracknell. What has Mill Hill got to do with Bracknell? Are you doing... Do you know anything about anything, Roy? Tell me what you got at school. What O-levels did they have O-levels then? Sorry, is that a little bit later than when you was at school, Roy, is it? What did they have when you were GCSEs or whatever? I don't know. Let's have a look here. My sister's going live on Christmas Day as well. Will that be after me or before me? Perhaps we can time that so that one finishes and another one starts. That'd be nice for people, wouldn't it? That'd be nice for people. Order! That's right, Jason. Order, please. Order. Alan, get Martin to fix the dents on your car. It might take him about a year, like the Triumph claim. Funnily enough, I don't think there's any damage at all to the car, but it was a bang. Just shows you how good those bumpers are, really. I told you about that dream I had, Gary. I think you'd gone by then. I had this dream the other day, and I must have been thinking about the car and the fact that it hadn't got damaged. But the dream was, when I got to the door, to open the door, I noticed along the side it had all ruffled up. And I thought that'd be my nephew when he reversed into it and it ruffled up. You know, like if you get a piece of paper. Yeah, let me get this piece of paper. Look, if you bang it on this, and it goes all like that along there. And I thought my nephew's done it, but that was a good dream. It didn't actually happen. Adrian reckons there's a lot of pain and suffering when we have to listen to you. Well, don't listen then, Adrian. No one's going to miss you, dear. Go. Do you want me to help you? Do you need to be put in timed out? Morning to you, Mick Davenport. Brenda from Bristol is in the house. You know how it is, Mick. Too many messages to spot everything that's going on. Stop blooming moaning. Good. So that's that. So there we are. I've told you what I'm doing tomorrow. Glenda has received her calendar in the post, I'm pleased to say. Glenda is in the States. And Glenda emails in. Hello, Chris. I received my calendar in the mail today. I have calendars here. We don't seem to be able to get rid of the last four, but there they are. Calendars, £10 super chat, these calendars. Various pictures of various YouTube hosts and presenters, including myself. I'm on 2 of them. February and November I am. And Glenda writes, may I say, November's picture is absolutely priceless. I couldn't stop giggling. I can't wait to show my mum. She's going to love it. Thanks again. I hope you're doing well and your ankle feels better soon. Yes, well, as I say, I'm going to pop to the paramedic tomorrow and see what they say there. So thank you very much for that email there, Glenda. Much appreciated, my darling. Gareth says there should be a massive super chat for the possible damage underneath that bumper, Chris. Yes, from my nephew. Garry, send me a large super chat, please. Oh, people are asking for Roy for a timeout. Does Roy need to be typed out? I think Roy is very close to being timed out. Perhaps we should have a little list, sort of some scoreboard at the back, with like the percentage chance of you being timed out. I would say Roy at the moment is on about 80%. John Aitken, you're not actually appearing on there, John. John makes Christmas morning smoked salmon. Oh, no, dear. Oh, I can't be doing fish. Oh, no. Smoked salmon and scrambled eggs. Then we're going to a lunch at our local restaurant. £30. What, for Christmas Day? That's very reasonable. That's very reasonable at all. My aunt, I think, and her daughter, they go to like a posh hotel for Christmas, and they just spend the money and be done with it. Be done with it. Adrian, I've never received the fridge magnet. All the pain, yet I'm so disappointed. That's because you haven't won one, dear. You got to actually win one. I don't go out and give them out, like money to the homeless. You have got to actually win one, dear. I don't know what planet some people are. Adrian is feeling devastated. Any suggestions? Yes, suicide. Suicide, dear. Oh, dear. Adrian, let me have a look at your ankle. No, you're not touching my legs. Dirty old perv. Anything to try and get anything to try and get a touch of my flesh. No, you're not having anything out of that, love. Can I touch your leg? You saw it all with your eyes there. Can I touch your leg, basically? Pervs, dear. The place is full of perverts today. This is a clean family. What is Shania thinking at the moment of you lot? I don't know. Thank you very much. £30 for 3 courses of mince pies. That's very good. Where is that you're going then? Is that a pub, or what did you say it was, a hotel or a pub, something like that? That's very good, isn't it? £30 for Christmas lunch. Very, very good indeed, that is. Good morning, Martin. Morning, Martin. Alan would love a calendar but can't afford it. However, the live streams are good enough for you. Thank you very much, Alan. You can, perhaps we should open a book, Alan. 50 pence a week. We used to have a catalogue. My mum used to run a catalogue. Did you do that? Anyone run a catalogue? Little Woods. What was the other one? There was another one. Little Woods. Grattan. Was there Universal? Yeah, there's plenty of sympathy for you on here, Alan. Don't worry about that, my darling. I can't remember. Yeah, we used to. Did Mum run a catalogue? Or was it my sister? I think someone was running a catalogue. I remember that. And you could buy stuff, 20 pence a week or something like that, which is all right, isn't it? Good. As I say, nice karaoke last night. Quiet to start with. Got busier. As predicted, absolutely dreadful journey in. And the problem starts at this end. Literally, I leave my house. In 5 minutes, I join the queue of traffic trying to join the M3. 10 minutes in this traffic. 10 minutes. And that journey, which takes... no, it's not. It's more than 10 minutes. The journey, when I come back at night, so the journey from the motorway to my house is about no more than 10 minutes, right? To actually get onto the M3 last night, 35 minutes. Oh... blooming nightmare. Absolute nightmare it is. Good morning, Paul and Lou. They've just rolled out of bed. You might have your pens this morning. They went off yesterday morning. Okay, you might have your pens this morning that you super chatted for. Okay. John, the Defectors Wheeled in Shepherd's Bush pub restaurant. No, don't know that one. Thank you, Alan. K's. That's the other one. Thank you, Alan. K's. And there was a Universal, was there? My nan used to run them. Yeah, a lot of... I don't know anyone that runs catalogues anymore. I think really, actually, places like Primark and that saw the end of those. And I'm sure they are still around. But you can get very cheap clothes from Primark and that sort of thing, can't you? Good. Okie doke. We got some stories for you this morning. £105 million. This builder won £105 million. Look at this. A builder who became a multimillionaire, this is a nice story, after bagging £105 million. Just imagine all the super chats that you could send me with those. Diane, it wouldn't be a fiver, would it, darling? No. Where's the £500,000 button to send to Chris? That I know, Diane, that's how you are, my love. Generous, dear. Like myself, generous. A builder who became a multimillionaire after bagging a €105 millions jackpot has told his customers he will do their jobs for free as an early Christmas present. Oh, isn't that nice? See, there are nice people around. Roy, what would you do any jobs if you won? He's gone very quiet, hasn't he, Roy? Have you noticed that last couple of minutes? Since I mentioned he was now at 80% for a timeout, he's gone very quiet suddenly. Oh, my sister runs a catalogue. Oh, you do run a catalogue? I didn't know that, Sharon. Oh, you should have told me. I'll have a little flick. I like to have a flick for a catalogue. When you're little, right? And when I say little, I don't mean... Well, actually, maybe, yeah, single figure age. When you're single figure age, what is it that you look at in catalogues, boys? Come on, be honest. My great-nephew Harry, who's 6 years old, he goes all funny when there's a naked woman on the telly or someone in their underwear. He does. Come on, boys. When you was a young boy and your mum had a catalogue, what pages did you look at? Anyway, back to this story. Steve Thompson from Chelsea, West Sussex. That's a nice part of the world, West Sussex. Promised to go to back work in a bid to stay normal after becoming the 9th biggest UK winner in the history of the European lottery. Ba 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 ba. Why does that camera keep moving over there? Every day I look at it and it's moved slightly over to the right a bit. So there must be elves in here doing that. He's refused to change several clients for jobs he has completed. He has since refused to charge several clients for jobs he has completed since the huge win, instead letting customers keep the money to buy Christmas presents. Isn't that a nice thing to do, eh? Would you do something like that? What would you do with £100 million? How much would you give away? I mean, how much does one person need? I actually don't think anymore that if you won £1 million, I don't think you'd be able to retire on that. I don't. Especially if you were, if you were in your, I don't know, maybe in your 60s or 70s, yes. But if it was like 20s, 30s, maybe even 40s, I don't think you could retire on £1 million win. What's the first thing you'd do with that? You probably want like a better house. Am I right? Probably want a better house. Forget that if you're in London. 500 grand ain't going to buy you a lot in London, is it? Not really. The story goes on to say he didn't charge. It shows he's a top bloke, a decent man, the neighbour who did not want to be named told The Sun. We didn't ask him about the win because he's probably had enough of talking about it. I think it's quite nice for him to be able to work still because it takes his mind off the pressures of what to do with the money. I suppose, yeah, when you've got that amount of money, does that put you under pressure? Doesn't buy you happiness. Absolutely doesn't buy you happiness, a load of money. The neighbour added that Steve is still using his old yellow work van as he intends to complete outstanding jobs and stop working, so he doesn't see the point of buying a new one. And there's a picture of him and his missus. Yes, he's sitting in front of this National Lottery sign and his missus is dressed up. He hasn't bothered. He's got a really badly fitted... that's the first thing I do. Go out and buy some clothes that blooming fit me. But it doesn't matter. He just looks like a normal person. We like normal people, don't we? He's been playing the lottery for 25 years, promised to help the local community and told customers, don't worry, I'll hold on to it and get all my jobs done. So what a nice thing to do. What would you do with all that money, eh? Who would you help? Mick's got a catalogue, Littlewoods. He's had it for 31 years. What, the same catalogue? I'm sure they've got an updated one now, Mick. You might find one or two different items in there as well, like mobile phones. All right. Oh, it's all online now, is it? Of course, yeah. Yeah, I'm on Groupon and things like that. I buy... What have I ordered this week? Oh, toilet rolls. I've nearly run out of toilet rolls, so I've ordered a load of toilet rolls this week. Which is cheap. Michael, I love that you dressed up in the calendar and risky pictures. That's in these calendars, you see. There's risky... I'm dressed up in one of them. I'm not going to say what as. Not going to say. It's our little secret. Paul looked at the undies. Mick looked at the bra and knickers. I knew it. What did you look at? Me? I looked at both, actually, girls and men. John Aitken looked at the men's underwear pages. It's the first thing I looked at in my mum's catalogue. So you're all the same as me. Pervs. Every last one. This might as well change the name of the show. United Kingdom Pervs. It's disgusting. Ladies, what did you look at in the catalogue when you were little girls? I bet it wasn't underwear and things like that. It's only the blokes, dear. Come on, Fran. I bet you... Did you turn to, like, clothes? like nice little girl type clothes and things like that. Makeups and perfume. Or maybe I'm wrong. What did you look at, girls? When you was a little girl and you got hold of your mum's catalogue, what did you look at? Yeah, Alan Wainwright, the underwear and the toys. What sort of toys were they, underwear? Oh, yes, I see what you mean. Yes, those sort of toys. Ann Summers catalogue for Chris. No Ann Summers here. There we are. Gareth. I used to fold the page back to go to it and then got caught as my mother realised the pages were always folded. Alan Wainwright, £1,000 would do him now. Anyone's got a spare £1,000, Alan Wainwright. Hello to Ray Reynolds. Happy Tuesday to you, Ray. Nice few Christmassy songs from Mr. Ray Reynolds last night. Money buys you a calendar. Yes, only $9.99 super chat. Paul and Lou, if you won £105 million, would we all get a share? No. I might send Alan Wainwright £1,000, but that's about it, because he needs the money. He needs the money. Fridge magnets, they are priceless, as you know. Fridge magnets are priceless. John's got such a big family, I'd be broke in a couple of years if I won the lottery. Well, don't tell him then, John. Oh, that's when the begging letters start coming, dear. Oh, hi, John. Haven't spoken to you for a while. Hope you're well. Really pleased to hear about your lottery win. And this email was nothing to do with the lottery win. I just want to congratulate you. By the way, my car keeps breaking down at the moment. It's really terrible. And little Johnny next door, he's just lost an arm and needs a robotic arm. They're so expensive these days, aren't they? Oh, we could do with a better house, but that's nothing to do with the lottery win. You enjoyed it. Thank you very much, Auntie Jane. That's what starts happening. And the people are not direct. Oh, no, they're beat around the bush while they're asking for stuff. Try and butter you up first. But no butter, dear. Not on Slimming World. No butter. Amelia looked at jewellery and clothes, okay? Yeah, Michael looked at the men's underwear pages. I knew it. Paul and Lou looked at overpriced BMX bikes. Did ya? Is that the one with the gear stick in the middle? Choppers. Choppers, that was it. Choppers, weren't they? Chopper bikes with a gear stick in the middle. Scott Walker, a very good morning to Mr. Scott Walker. Welcome to Scott Walker. Jason Hughes. All the women's sections were... Stop that, Jason. Jason. Alan, Argos is good. They used to do Green Shield stamps. I remember them well. My mum used to collect the Green Shield stamps, and we go into Argos in Kingston. And they'd have... No, hang on a minute, that's wrong. It was a Green Shield stamp shop. Specifically for Green Shield stamps. If I remember rightly, wasn't an Argos. Where did she get the Green Shield stamps? I think various different... Why have I got a bit of paper on there? Just a minute, let's see what I printed out there. What's that? Oh, it's a rental thing. Yeah, I think Green Shield stamps used to be collected from various different places. And in Kingston was a Green Shield stamp shop. So you went in there with your books of stamps and you just chose something and handed over your stamps and that was it. I don't think any money changed hands in there. It's a long, long time ago. And it was in Kingston. It was kind of... in the road behind the main road, if I remember rightly, on a corner. My sister would know. She used to go in there. My sister's here this morning. Let's have a look. Buy Garry some advanced driving lessons for Christmas. Very good idea, Mick. Shoes and jewellery, my sister used to look at. Shoes and jewellery. Ladies like shoes, don't they? I haven't bought a pair of shoes for ages now. I bought some Ted Baker ones about 4 or 5 years ago. That was kind of by accident, really. We was in this Ted Baker shop. That was a Christmas time. It was the first time that I'd gone to Christmas. Sorry, I'd gone into London to have a look around Hamleys and places like, and John Lewis and places like that, and the Christmas lights, which I like to do each year. And we got in this Ted Baker shop, and I to buy a jacket. I even know what jacket it is actually. Oh, I never forget that. So I'm trying these jackets on in Ted Baker, right? I seem to be choosing larger and larger sizes, and they just didn't sit right on them. And this queen comes up to me, young thing it was, like this. She minces up to me like that, right? And she says, "Everything all right, sir?" I said, "I don't seem to be a fan of one that fits me." And he looked me up and down. He said, "Can I take you over to our classic range, please, sir?" And I thought, how dare you? That's a way of saying I'm fat. So she minces off like that and actually takes me straight to a jacket which fits immediately. So he obviously knew his job. Can I take you to our classic range? How rude! Rude! Anyway, so I bought that in there. And then when we was going downstairs, I noticed there was a bloke sitting on a thing and he was trying on this pair. And I said to Mum, oh, those shoes are nice. Look at those. He said, well, buy a pair. Oh, I don't know if I can part with the money. Go on, buy a pair, buy a pair. So I chose a pair and blue ones. They were blue. And I bought them. And I think they were about £100 then, which is, I think, is a lot of money to pay for a pair of shoes. On the other hand, you haven't got to look far to find shoes for £500, £600, £700, £800. Especially those Jimmy Choo. There's some wonderful shoes at Jimmy Choo. But just look at the prices. Start at about £600. Funnily enough, when we was in Vegas with my nephew, sort of November last year, we went into this shoe shop and they had Jimmy Choo shoes which were like $300. And I'm like, oh, they're nice. He said, it's like, buy them, go on, buy them. No, $300. He said, but a lot dearer in the UK. I said, 300, that's like £200 for a pair of shoes. Oh, I don't know about that. Anyway, I come back here and looked them up and sure enough, they were like £500 or £600 for a pair of shoes. Jeez. Anyway, so I bought these shoes from Ted Baker's about 5 years ago it was, and they still work perfectly, not like trainers. Pair of trainers, 6 months if you're lucky? If you're lucky, although I seem to be able to squeeze about 2 years out of mine. Oh, yes, they all start getting ripped up, and but I don't chuck stuff away unless it's really worn out. It's like a carpet. I had this carpet in this room, actually, and you could see the floorboards through it in the end. No. You could actually see the floorboards coming through this carpet in the end before I changed it. But shoes, you buy those, they last for years and years and years, not like trainers. I don't know how we ever got conned into changing from shoes to trainers, but there we go, we did, didn't we? And that's it. Excuse me. Mikey Mike, didn't they used to do pink stamps too? Yes, pink stamps. I don't know what they were. And co-op stamps, blue ones. There was blue ones from the co-op. There was pink ones. I don't know who they related to. And there was Green Shield stamps, I remember. Absolutely, yes. Sharon, Argos bought the shop in Kingston that used to be Green Shield. So the Green Shield stamp became Argos. And the Green Shield stamp shops were all taken over by Argos. Okay. All right. Well, I didn't know that. I think I knew that the Kingston became an Argos, but I don't know what the deal was there, to be honest. Alan, you could get them from petrol station. Argos took them over. Yep, so you're all saying the same thing there. Hello to SOS Gold. If I win, we win. If we win, he wins. A pen. You'll be able to buy a pen. Hello to Jack Matthews. Good morning, Jack. Glad you like the jumper there. Have you been to Hamleys yet? No, sis. I'll be going possibly tomorrow. Possibly tomorrow, because I don't know if you was with us at the beginning of the show, but somehow I've got mucked up with one of my tablets and I've run out this morning. I had the last one this morning, so I've got to go into the hospital and get some more. They can't send them out, apparently, so I've got to go in as well. I'm going to the doctor's tomorrow morning, and then from there, I'll get the train into London. And I think what I'll probably do is go to the hospital, get my pills, and then go and do my little shopping out excursion to London that I do. I should be in London by about 1 o'clock, and that'd be nice. I'll probably only be there a couple of hours, walk around Hamleys and up and down, looking at the Christmas lights, which I'm looking forward to. Good morning to Yvonne Lemon. A very good morning to you. All right, darling. Let's do another story here. We keep coming across these stories about eating various things. I think it was apples yesterday. If you eat several apples a day, that you'll avoid a heart attack or that sort of thing. Good morning to Roy the boy. Well, it's Chilli's this time. I don't know if they have to be raw, and actually, I go along with chilies. I really do believe, you know, when you have sort of something with a load of chilies in it, and you feel hot on the inside, I'm convinced that actually does you good. I really think chilies kill a lot of evil bacteria and viruses in you. Well, in The Sun this morning, spicing up your life with a regular dose of chili slashes the risk of early death by a quarter, a study suggests. It shows that scoffing the fire ingredient every other day cuts the chance of being killed by a stroke by 61%. That's a fair old percentage, isn't it? 61%, and a heart attack by 40%. Italian researchers followed more than 22,000 adults for an average of 8 years. They found people who ate chilies 4 times weekly were 23% less likely to die young than those who avoided them completely. Consuming the spicy pepper also cut risk of all forms of heart death by 34%. And it says, in other words, someone can follow the healthy Mediterranean diet, someone else can eat less healthily, but for all of them, chili pepper has a protective effect. So there we are. We need to eat more chilies. Now, when I do my campfire stew, there's a whole pack. I must admit, I don't chop up chilies. I buy the frozen ones, so you just open a packet and I pour the whole lot in. I don't sort of measure out several little bits and pieces to put in there. I do put the whole lot in, and I'm convinced you can feel very quickly when you're eating this stuff like campfire stew or whatever else I've put it in. Maybe if I make my spaghetti arrabbiata sauce, and like you can feel the top of your head start sweating. So it must be doing something good in there. I'm convinced that that happens there. Sean's having technical difficulties watching on his phone. Try turning it off and turning it on again, but you will miss a bit. I don't know what be your mitt. Can you get me one of those large tellies that stand taller than us, please? Where's that going to go? Oh, that's in Hamleys, isn't it? How am I going to carry that back on the train? I'll have to get 2 tickets, won't I? I'm going to try the tap in, tap out thing. I'm very excited by that. Tap in, tap out with my iPhone today. Oh, dear. All right. Get ready, gang. We're going to do the tickets very shortly. Flu. A lot of flu about at the moment. I keep seeing stories about this in the newspaper. I did have the flu injection. It should protect you. Sometimes it doesn't. I know some of you don't like to have a flu injection because it's got mercury, this, that and the other, and you've done your research and you look on the internet and you believe everything it says on the internet. But that's up to you. I do have my flu injection every year, and generally it works. There's been a couple of times where I have got the flu seriously about 3 years ago when I was absolutely delirious. It was awful, awful. And we're all sort of, I think most of us are of an age here where you will have seen someone or had yourself the proper flu. I don't mean a heavy cold. You know what I mean by the proper flu. It's a bit touch and go sometimes whether or not you're going to wake up. Oh, Mark Bowles has made an appearance. You're very quiet these days, Mark. It's ever since you received that calendar, dear. You've gone very quiet. Why is that, lovey? Why is that? Huh? Why is that? Jason, put the big teddy in the passenger seat of the car. I'm not taking the car in. You're having a laugh, aren't you? Taking the car into London the week before Christmas? I don't think so, mate. I won't take it in on a normal week during the daytime. No way. Hello to Brendan Brady fan. Welcome to the show, Mr. Brendan Brady fan. Right. How now not to get the flu? Now, I think we might have done this some time ago, and it was a bit long-winded. So this time, I've learned from that. You see, we learn as we go along, or we make it up as we go along, one of the two. Okay? We learn as we go along here, boys and girls. Well, I'll read just the bullet bits. Number 1, use hot water and not sanitizer. It says here, experts recommend hot water and soap to banish the virus rather than just sanitizing hand gel. That's because a study published in September in the journal found that flu germs are more likely to be spread when people just use hand gel rather than soap or water. I've never liked that hand gel stuff. I really don't. Especially when you... Oh, dear, my microphone. When you first put it on, it's all sticky, innit? Oh, I don't like it. I've never liked that hand gel sanitizer. I've got this thing from Boots, which is like a white... It's like a white foam thing that comes out, and you do that. But according to this, you're better off with just soap and hot water. I've got soap in them little plastic thing, push the thing down on the top and it comes out. Oh. Oh, that's my appointment reminder for tomorrow at the doctor's. Miss Scarlett Knightley at Ringmead Medical Practice, Great Hollands, tomorrow morning to have a look at my foot. And then I'll go down to the hospital after. Move 6 foot away if someone sneezes. And people are such dirty people, aren't they? How many times have we been out with someone? Two, straight in your face. Dirty, disgusting, scummy people. Can you please use a tissue? Or if at least put your hand in, or your jumper. That's a two like that. Dirty people that sneeze in your face. Move 6 foot away if someone sneezes. I would move further away than that, possibly outside the actual same room that they're in. Flu virus particles can travel a distance when an infected person coughs or sneezes. Awful. And they remain airborne for several hours. The colder it is, the longer they survive. I thought it was the warmth that they liked. Here's a good one, especially if there's a member of the family that's annoying you at the moment. Quarantine family members with flu. Oh, yes. Social distancing, some experts argue, is one of the most effective ways to halt the spread of flu. So there you go. As soon as someone starts sneezing, you say, oh, let me help you into the bedroom, and you take them into the bed, and then you quickly close the door and lock the door. Don't let them out. Don't let them out. Wait till they're asleep, and then quietly open the door and push a meal through the gap in the door and the frame, and then close it and lock it again. Do not go anywhere near them. Lock them in the room. Don't let them out. Of course, in these days of wonderful security cameras, you can have a little camera in there. Oh, you could. No, you could. You should talk via FaceTime and WhatsApp, Facebook message thing. Hello, are you? It's my sister and husband. Hello, Sharon, are you okay? Oh, I'm not feeling very well. Can you come in and give me cuddles? Absolutely not. You must be joking. No, you stay in there on your own. And if necessary, we'll call an undertaker to take you out in a sealed plastic bag. I don't want the flu, thank you. Here's one. Early nights help you fight the virus. It says we all know getting the right amount of sleep is good for your general health, but it may be even more important when it comes to the flu. Some research shows that those who get 7 to 8 hours sleep most nights and rarely suffer from sleep deprivation have a better response to the flu vaccine. Of course, but the trouble is, I don't know about you. I have had the flu, I suppose, about 3 times properly in my lifetime. And it's one of the most unpleasant things ever, I have to say. And you can't sleep. You can't sleep. You get in that bed. 1 minute you're sweating buckets and then you're freezing cold. It's awful. How about this one? Take your own pen to work. Don't use other people's pens. Dirty, disgusting fingers on your pen. Flu viruses love hard surfaces. It's where they survive the longest outside the body. So shared office equipment is a great way for them to get from one person to another. Watch out for those pens, dear. Low-carb diet may boost immunity. Healthy eating contributes to a more robust immune system, which improves your chance of preventing flu infections. So no crisps. I'm sorry, no crisps. No crisps. There we are. Some ways to help you combat the flu, boys and girls. All right? Oh, where's my raffle tickets? What? Where are my raffle tickets? I've got the thing here. Right, with tickets from yesterday, but where's the tickets? What on earth have I done with those? Oh, they must be downstairs. Oh, dear. Oh! Sorry, just dropped the blooming phone again. Where's the raffle tickets? Are they not up here? Can you just a moment, boys and girls? I'll just pop down and get my raffle tickets. Sorry, and let me leave you with a little bit of music while I'm doing that. We don't like to have silence, do we? I know you worry too much if we have silence. Royalty-free music. What shall we have? Let's have The Old Beach House. This sounds nice. Have a little listen to this while I go downstairs, all right? Who prefers the music to my talking? How rude! Don't be rude! Let me just see what we're saying here. Morning to LaBelle. Good morning, LaBelle. I am her emerald-eyed snow bunny of the UK. Brendan Brady always tries to cover his nose and mouth when it's more respectful. It is more respectful. People are disgusting how they sneeze in other people's faces like that. Sure, let me have a look. Hello, morning, Heidi. Heidi's on the train to Margate today. Good morning. Oh, have a nice time there. Are you going to see someone, a friend or something, Heidi? Haven't been to Margate for years. I went out with someone in Margate. Oh, a long time ago that was. Thank you, Sean. Roy's had the flu jab. Excellent, Roy. Me too. Jack, people helping. Coins. Let me have a look. Pens are good for... Oh, God. Jason, what is wrong with you? Pens are good for picking noses and cleaning ears. In any order, the choice is yours. How disgusting. Oh, no. LaBelle always catches us at the end of the show. Don't worry, LaBelle. At least you're there, darling. Okay? John, you should keep the tickets booking that bowl. I do, usually. I do. I don't know how I took them out. Well, I was downstairs doing last night's tickets at about 8 o'clock this morning. And then Roy Brownlow asks for a ticket at like 7 minutes past 9. I don't think so. Far too late. Right. Okay. Who wants a raffle ticket? It's time for raffle tickets, boys and girls. Time for your raffle tickets. Who wants... Do we need raffle ticket music? What else have I got here? Let's have a look. Royalty-free music. That's what we've got. I've got birds singing. What's this? All Men on Deck. Let's have a listen to that. I love anything like that. Big orchestras playing. Right, Mark Bowles, 511 for young Mark. Thank you, Mark. One man and his Sprinter van. There we are. Thank you, sir. Mick, Jason Hughes. Thank you, Jason. Jason Hughes. Roy the boy. Thank you, Roy. Roy the boy, 514. Jason Hughes, 513. Sorry. One man in his Sprinter van, 512. Didn't read you the numbers then, did I? Not that anyone writes down the numbers. You don't, do you? No one writes down the numbers. 515 for Brenda from... we get Roy the boy. Brenda from Bristol. 515 for you. 516 for Miss Mandy. Oh, Mandy. 516 for young Mandy. Let's have a look. Scrolling down. Diane Jeb, 517. Once again, thanks for the super chat this morning, Diane, darling. Thank you very much for that. Lee Toby, 518. Lee Toby. Don't forget, Christmas morning, we're here. I'm going to be here Christmas morning, okay? There will be a show at some point Christmas morning. Early. Not late, early. 519 for Tony King. 520 for Amelia Dodd. Thank you, Amelia. Amelia Dodd, 520. 521 for Mr. Jerry Millen. Thank you, Jerry. 522 for Fran Green. She won the raffle this week. And I'm sure you'll have your little fridge magnet tomorrow, hopefully, Fran, okay? If not Thursday. All right, darling? 523 for Mr. Michael Bowman. 524, Adrian Richardson. 525, LaBelle. 526. John Aitken. What's the time? I must leave here by 20 past 11. John Aitken. Jack Matthews. All right, Jack. Oh, just jumped up there. Thank you, Jack. Jack Matthews. 527. 528 for my sister. What do you mean turn the Hoover off now? You better not be hoovering while I'm doing my show. How rude is that? Rude. Thank you. George says his Wi-Fi isn't working. Oh, turn it on and turn it off again, George. See if that works. There seems to have been a bit of a little problem with the 3 network the last couple of days. I noticed the internet's been dropping out on the phone. That's the first time it's been dropping out on the phone. What did I say, Sharon? 528 for Sharon. 529, Mr. SOS Gold. Gold. Always believe in your soul. You've got the power to know you're indestructible. Or always believe in. Ba, 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 ba. When my sister does that, it all bounces here. She's very well protected. She's very well endowed, my sister. 5:30. Oh, look who it is. It's my niece-in-law, Stacey Butler. Thank you, Stacey. 530 for you. Well, it's the first time she's appeared on the chat system, isn't it? Are you bored this morning? Yvonne Lemon. 531. 531 for young Yvonne. Jason Flavel. Hello, morning, Jason. 532 for Jason. Flavel. Ross Herndon. 533 for you, young Ross. You can't ask for other people's tickets, Sharon. Same rules for everyone. He must ask for his own ticket. If he's not there, he can do it by email. You know I can't do that. Can you just imagine? Oh, you won't do it for anyone else, but you do it because it's your sister. Same rules for everyone, dear. You know that. Thank you, Mark. I'm glad you like the November picture. That was taken specially for you. You do know that, don't you? Eh? You put that on your bedside cabinet when you're with your missus. See what she says. And then, well, how can I put this? How can I put this without being direct? Put the calendar with the November picture just on the bedroom wall where your head would be when you're doing activities, and keep looking at it. See what she says then. Oh, I'm terrible this morning. Right, is that it? Let's have a look. Paul and Lou, thank you, Paul and Lou. 534 for Paul and Lou. Did I just see a message flash up here? Maureen, there's Maureen. 535 for Maureen. 535 for Maureen. And I think that's it, is it? Let's have a look. Kelly Wilde is on television. It really? Again? I think that's a repeat. I'm sure it's been on before. Who's she trying to get money? Oh, is it off one of her drag acts who hasn't paid her? Kelly Wilde is an agent. She's actually my agent. Every week I have to send her 50 blooming quid. Honestly, every week I have to send her 50 quid. But I'm a payer. If I've got a bill or I owe money, that's it, I pay it. I can't be doing with hanging bills around. There are people in this world who just don't pay them, or they don't want to, so they string it out for as long as they possibly can. I pay bills very quickly, I'll have you know. So it's got to. Is it something like that, Adrian? Do you know, or don't you know? Yvonne bought a notepad for it. Bingo pens. Oh, you need bingo pens for that? Yes, for your new notepad. Right, Alan Wainwright. Thank you, Alan. You're on 536, young Alan. Okay. Don't forget, gang, no show tomorrow morning because I've got hospital and doctor tomorrow. Alan Wainwright. Thank you. 536 for you, Alan. Okay. Let's get my bits and pieces together. Now, don't be caught asking for 2 tickets because you get the tickets ripped up and blocked live on air. You get timed out. You don't get blocked, you get timed out. Block it, you've got to do something really serious to be blocked. So none of you will ever be blocked. I'm sure that's the case. Martin and Garry have both gone out. Well, unlucky for them. Unlucky. Then they won't get a raffle ticket, will they? I mean, we can't just bend rules left, right and centre here, Sharon. God's sake, man. Here, Jason, no favouritism rules. Order. Oh, is it the new bloke starts today? The new bloke, innit? In the Houses of Parliament. What's he called? The Speaker. Yeah, get rid of that other one. Didn't like him. You're terrible every morning. Thank you very much. Did you give me a ticket, Sean? Nope. Sean Pye, 537. Sean Pye. There you go, Sean Pye. Thank you very much, Jack. Good luck with the appointments. Yeah, I hope they're not going to send. Oh, you need an X-ray. Oh, because then that's another appointment, isn't it? You know. I hope he's not going to say tomorrow when I go to see. The idea is doctors tomorrow, then into London to hospital just to collect pills, and then into London. Now, if he might say, the doctor might say tomorrow, he said, well, you're going to have to go and get an X-ray, at which point I'll have to say, well, I can't go today, I'll have to go tomorrow. You know, because I can do it on Thursday. But Thursday, the boiler man's coming round to put hive in and getting hive so I can remote control my heating. So it's no longer cold when I get back here on a Friday night. Thank you, Sean. Are you getting my giant teddy Paddington? How can I carry that, Sharon? I can't bring back a giant Paddington bear, can I? On the train. I mean, I just look stupid. What do you mean, what difference is that going to make to normal? How rude. Paul Adamson. Hello, Paul. 538. Okay. Okay. I don't know how come concentrating on your show, as you know, you don't like us doing two things, but she's got that horrible countless singer guy with her Jason Prince, better in drag. What? But countless singer guy, sing a guy. What? Jason Prince. Is she against Jason Prince? Really? Oh, I don't think I have seen it then. I can't remember now. I think she's been on before. I don't know when it was. Kelly Wilde, someone I know. I've known her for years. I've always got on with her. Always. Stacey, you're quite right. Maybe if you've rested it, it would have been better. Well, maybe I shouldn't have come to the lights then. I wouldn't have been able to come to the lights, would I, darling? Oh, I had wet feet then, Stacey. Oh, you don't know. I actually tried my new shower out after our little trip to see those wonderful Christmas lights. Oh, it's wonderful, Stace. I'm so pleased I had that shower done. The water comes out a lot better now. You can have a decent shower. The other one was a bit pathetic. And if you move the blooming the shower thing down a level, it would start changing temperatures. This new shower is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. But as normal, you don't listen to advice. Well, what do you mean I don't listen to advice? 56 years old? Of course I don't listen to advice anymore. I know everything. John's going back to bed. Oh, sorry, John. Hope you feel better, darling. Right. There might be a show tomorrow night, Yvonne. Might be a show tomorrow night. Just depends, all right, darling? But I've got to do these things tomorrow. Have I missed anyone out now? Please speak now or forever hold thy tongues. Forever hold your tongue and forever hold your tongue and speak at the same time. Go and say it. Go and try it. Did I take pictures of the lights? I did videos, but I haven't had time to put the video together, I'm afraid. I'm searching for time. Always living short of time. Right, let's do today's birthdays, boys and girls, and I must get ready. Happy birthday on this Tuesday. Is it Wednesday? What's the day? Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? What's the day today? I don't even know. Tuesday. Happy birthday on this Tuesday, the 17th of December, 2019, to Mr. Matthew Van. He's probably one of the people that have won prizes, various prizes, bingo. He's won the bingo a couple of times. He's won the fridge magnet. He's won everything, Matthew. I don't think he's got a super chat pen. I don't know now. Can't remember now. But happy birthday to Matthew Van. 30 years old today. Happy birthday, Matthew. Terry Housted. Good morning, Terry. Don't see you much anymore. You've probably grown out of my little shows, haven't you? Never mind, Terry. I understand how you have to move on, my dear. Happy birthday to you. K.A. Smith. Good morning, K.A. Happy birthday to you. Tony McGlynn today is a young 61 years old. Happy birthday, Tony. Nick Moon today is 46 years old. That's a nice picture, Nick. Happy birthday to you. Mikayla Collicute, I think it is, 24 years old. Peter Coleman, good morning, Peter. Morning, Peter. He's does a lot with karaoke stuff. 61 years old today. Garry Connor. Oh, Garry Connor. He was on the telly recently in one of those dancing do you know the dancing programs where I can't remember the format. Okay, so couples meet for the first time, I think, but they don't talk, they dance. They dance together. I think they're taught how to do a certain dance, and they meet each other. They one comes behind a wall and the other one, and they meet each other the first time. That's the first they ever see of each other, and they dance. He was one of the gay couple, the young one, the younger. Well, I don't know, probably the same age. The thinner one with a white shirt on. He had. Garry Connor, that is. It's his birthday today. 34 years old. Happy birthday, Garry. Love Geo. Good morning, love. Happy birthday to you. Ron Reagan. Ron Reagan today is... not that one. Another one. Ron Reagan today is 34 years old. Nick Donaldson is 53. And Caroline Reid, a.k.a. Pam Ann. It's her birthday as well today. Very, very famous. Caroline I worked with, not recently, but in the past, many, many times. She does like a spoof of an airline hostess. And she does theatre shows, pub shows. She is absolutely hilarious. And really good at what she does. She would have you in stitches if you ever get a chance to go and see Pam Ann. Pam Ann, that's the character she plays. Her name's Caroline Reid, and she's hilarious. Please go and watch her. So happy birthday, boys and girls. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. All right. Okie doke, gang. Lots of people wishing people happy birthday there. Look, Jack and Sean, Mandy, everyone wishing happy birthday, which is always so very nice. Good morning to Retro Boy 94. Afraid I'm just finished, Retro Boy. You're a little bit late, but of course you can catch up on the Chris Reardon United Kingdom Talk iPlayer. Yes, watch the show again later, okay? Thank you very much. I must get ready now for my little outing for an afternoon tea on my own. Life just gets more and more solitary. It really does. An afternoon tea on my own because my friend can't make it, unfortunately. But there you go. One of those things. Have a lovely day, boys and girls. Thanks ever so much for joining us. I hope to see you maybe at some time tomorrow. Certainly not in the morning, though. Maybe tomorrow night, depending on what time I get back and whether I'm not too knackered or not. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye now.